Good afternoon and welcome in to the National Basketball Performance Centre. It's Junior Final Fours weekend. We're back for the second game of the day here on Court 1 in the Under-16 boys final between the London Stars and London Elite. I'm Kaz Bullock, joining me is Adam Masters, and we're about 5 minutes away from tip-off in this. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off.
As Tahir introduces the teams, very much the voice of British basketball. We're here at the National Basketball Performance Centre, Bellevue. This is going to be a great game. We've seen one huge victory this morning for the Mystics. Now it's the guys' turn. Now we got our first-time look yesterday at the London Stars. They're going to be physical, they're going to play inside, they're going to play outside, they're going to do everything that they possibly can, but also they're coming up against a very tough elite team. I'm looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. And we've got over on court 2, it will be the third and fourth place game, and that will be between London Thunder and the Sussex Storm. So me and Adam will be keeping you up to date with all the scores going on the other courts as well. In the back court, we've got Manchester Mystics taking on the City of Birmingham Rockets in the under-14 girls game, the third and fourth place game there. Manchester currently up 4-1. So you can catch all the action all day long on the Basketball England YouTube channel. We're streaming all 12 games throughout today. We had 12 fantastic games yesterday, and it was so good we decided to do it all again today, Adam.
Hey, why not? And you know what, Kaz? I think we're going to have to put in a request for personal security to get us to the table, because it's such a huge event, this Final Four. You can't leave the commentary booth because people are coming up to you and giving you a hug and saying hi. And I'm looking at the table going, I need to be there right now, and where's Kaz too? And it's just wow, it's just like the whole basketball community in one place for one weekend. And
it's absolutely fantastic to see. We've got some great support out there. We've got some signs. Oh, I've seen a great sign. I've seen a great sign for the next game. A Deanna Carrington sign for the under-18 Ipswich game. Oh, we'll be coming back to you with that sign at the under-18 game.
Keep holding it up. Yeah, there's been some great signs this weekend for sure.
Effort. Isha failed in her homework. She was supposed to make a sign, so we'll see what she comes back with. But let's take a look at how these two teams match up, Adam. So the London Stars, 21-1 in the Eastern Premier Division in first place. They won the Under-16 National Cup back in January against the Milton Keynes Breakers and came through yesterday's semi-final against the London Thunder, 82-68. It was that man, Oskaris Visokis, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks and 3 steals. The MVP from the National Cup, getting it done out there for his team yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he was a beast. We've seen him a few times before, and this guy can really play. He's obviously going to be the main focus for Elite. They're going to be watching him from the very tip because he's their biggest threat. I mean, what a weekend for the South. This is the battle for London.
It is, isn't it?
It's been all about London,
Stars.
Yeah.
And if we take a look at London Elite, so 17-5, fourth in the Western Premier Division. They came through the semi-final against the Sussex Storm, 68-62. They held off a fight back from the Storm, did an absolutely fantastic job to keep the lead in that one. And we saw Will Harper, 17 points, 4 rebounds, hitting 3 threes. So he is going to be a key player out there for them. We can see him out there just warming up, number 0 for London Elite.
You know, one thing that I can never quite get my head around, as many as these games we do, Kaz, I mean, we couldn't be closer to the action. We're sat courtside, I mean, we are on the bench virtually.
We've got the best seat in the house, Adam.
We literally have. If you're watching the screen, you can see the back of our heads, I think. Well, we are literally in the thick of it. And one thing that never ceases to amaze me is just how big these guys are. This is under 16s. These are men already. They're huge. It's physical. Love it.
It's absolutely fantastic. As you say, under 16 level, we're going to see, we've said it throughout the weekend, but we're only going to see more and more of these players. Remember the names that you're hearing out here, because these guys, the women that are playing late as well, the girls that have played earlier, and the boys on the backcourt, girls on the backcourt, all the players out there, you're going to see them. You've heard about them at under 14s level. Going to get through under 16s, 18s will be, you know, national team levels as well. It's just really exciting, isn't it?
Well, I mean, there's players, we've been doing this, 4 or 5 years now, and we've watched players come through from under 14s and then make it all the way through their journey, winning championships, ended up in at university level in the States, and then going off to Europe and doing their thing. So we always say it, you are watching the future of British basketball here. And to an extent, European basketball, because there's a lot of these kids that are here from European countries, come over here, go to the academies,
yeah, and you see
end up in these finals.
There's a lot of teams as well, and I'm sure we'll speak about it when we get into the game, but there's a lot of teams that play especially the boys level, the EYBL leagues, the European Youth Basketball League, so they're getting out there and getting some European experience.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, being an old head myself, I talk to a lot of people my age, and we always say the same thing. Can you imagine if all this was available when we were kids? You know, we're going back to the Stone Age. We're going back to the 90s when we didn't have facilities like this. And it's great to see how far the game has come in the past 20, 30 years. Final fist bumps from the coaches. Hey, Kaz, that's how close to the action are. Even we get fist bumps.
Exactly, yeah, we're just an extension of the table.
Yeah, we might as well be playing in the game.
I'm not sure I could pass for either of us to pass for under 16s.
Yeah.
So teams out on court, and for the tip, it will be Petru for the Elite and Visokis for the Stars. Ball's tipped and comes straight over here to the bench. Great hustle from Narijauskas, tries to save it in, but it will be London Elite ball. Pearson for the Elite. Swings it round to Harper. Harper passing to Burson on the baseline. 1 second, needs to put something up. Burson at the buzzer, can't get it to go. It's picked up by Visokis. Has Dobrila at the other end. Marcinkus back out to Dobrila. We saw Dobrila in that corner. That shot didn't go, but we saw him yesterday hitting some really big buckets in that corner just a step inside the three-point line.
We did, and here he goes already.
Visokis with the interception, going one-on-one, takes it to the hoop. First points of the game for the Stars, and he is picking up where he left off yesterday.
That's a guy that's full of confidence, coming off a great victory yesterday. He's already feeling it. That'll get his nerves at ease straight away. Nice opening bucket for him.
It's a case, isn't it? Sometimes you just got to see that ball go through the basket. We're in a very loud atmosphere. There's a lot of cheers, a lot of support. This ball's picked off by Narijauskas. Visokis. Narijauskas behind the three-point line. That one doesn't go. Dobrila there fighting. Oh, puts it in the basket, and a chance for a three-point play. That was such a tough move.
He made that play against 6'8" worth of Petru there.
He did. That is a really difficult move. And we'll see into the game for the first time for the Elite. A quick substitution. Zan Milovidov, first foul picked up by Petru, and that puts Dobrila at the foul line. Had 9 points and an assist in yesterday's game against the London Thunder. Came up through the London Stars at the under 14s level, played under 10s for the Baltic Stars. As he finishes the free throw, 3 points for Dobrila. Pearson passes out, 3, doesn't drop for Bowman. Olisanya with the rebound. Olisanya stops, hangs in the air, fading away, bounces back. And the Stars are out and running as Narijauskas finishes. And this is a team, these are two teams, but the Stars, we saw them yesterday, those fast break points, they like to run, and they're going to have a guy under the basket. as Milovidov, he's going to drive for a three-point play. Tough move. But these are teams that like to run fast and like to get out on the break. They're going to have someone under the basket rebounding and kick it out and go.
Transition's going to be everything in this game.
So Milovidov at the foul line, pulled down 7 rebounds yesterday. Can't get the shot to go. It's tipped into the hands of the Stars. Zabrilla. Great pass to the cut-in, Litkevicius. Vincent Zabrilla, Adam, he lives in that corner. And whether he's passing out or he's shooting, but you're going to see him there.
Yeah, that's his spot. He loves it now. Let's see if Elite realise that.
Olusanya. Hands off to Bearson. Back to Bearson. Lines up the 3. Not that time. Bounces off. Marcinkus wings it round. Zabrilla. Litkevicius runs into traffic. Marcinkus is there underneath the basket. Scoop layup. How did he get that to drop? Well, and we'll have a timeout called by head coach Daniel James for the London Elite. He wants to talk things over as the Stars run out to a quick 11-2 lead. And we saw this yesterday with the Stars. It's the way they play, isn't it? They come out with incredible intensity. They're a team that were here on this stage in January at the under-16 level, and they really used that to fuel them.
Whenever I look at that team, there's one thing that I think of, it's discipline. The fundamentals are all there. They're so in control of the basketball. We saw that fast break earlier on. I forget who it was that made the finish, but just the control down the floor, you get the composure. You know, the ball's coming at you fast. You've got players chasing you down, and he just collects the ball. Nice, easy layup, nothing fancy. And that's what I love about this this Stars team, is they're so fundamentally sound.
You'll see head coach there, Kelvin Facey, alongside his assistant Jordan Asmeras. They have really established a strong group down there in London with the Stars, also with the Baltic Stars. So Kelvin Facey won the under-16s with the Baltic Stars a couple of years ago at Junior Final Fours against the Sussex Storm. And Jordan Miras, like he's talked so much about, he wants to teach life skills, and you know how basketball teaches you how to deal with real life situations. And the two of them down there in London have just done an exceptional job with the team that they've had out there.
No, Coach Kelvin, one of the good guys in the game. It's always a pleasure hearing what he has to say. Such a wise coach.
He got drenched in the locker room after that under-16 cup win in January. There's a great video of him celebrating. But back out on court, so let's see what adjustments the Elite can make. Head coach Daniel James has got out there for the team. A really strong group again. They withstood the comeback yesterday against the Sussex Storm. Playing from behind here, but very, very early on as Bowman has the ball, spins,
good pass,
dips it off.
Yeah.
Milovidov, what a finish, but Bowman, what a pass there, just a little drop in. And then coming out of the timeout, that's exactly what you want to see, isn't it? As a coach, your players have done what you drew up. Litkevicius swings it round to Zabrilla. Narijauskas looking to go inside. And Litkevicius finishing at the basket. That was
I don't know how he found that pass. He was getting banged around like a...
It was through. I've got to see that again. We're going to see that on some of the highlight plays from this weekend. Bearson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Harper, he'll try a 3. That's short, off the rim. And picked up by Milovidov. Olusanya dancing round the outside, hangs in the air, gets it to drop.
Olusanya using his hang time there. We've seen it a couple of times this game already. He likes to kind of suspend himself in air and decide just what shot he wants to take.
I think he does his homework first, then decides what shot he wants to take, because he's got that much time.
Yeah.
Marcinkus to Visokas. Visokas sidesteps into the shot. Milovidov, he has had a real impact as he came off the bench in those first couple of minutes. His presence inside, making it difficult there for the Stars. As Olusanya driving the lane. Again, hands off. Milovidov can't come up with the ball. Players just sit on each other.
Lands on top of it. a Stars player there, and that's a big guy. I mean, I don't think we have an actual height, but just looking at, I always like to see when their arms are extended, how close to the net they are. And this guy's got to be 6'8", 6'9" already.
There's some crazy wingspans out there.
Yeah.
That we've seen this weekend. Over on court 2 between the London Thunder and the Sussex Storm. The Sussex Storm have a 2-point lead in the first quarter, 11-9. Visokis to Dobrila in the corner, too strong. Litkevicius, oh, can't finish. Milovidov's there for the rebound. Olusanya round the outside. Olusanya driving to the basket. And I think that was a case of people heard the whistle from the other court there, stopped a little bit as Dobrila pulls up for the long two. Doesn't drop.
That's something we mentioned yesterday, Kaz, the resilience of these young people playing the game. When you're literally next to another court, you can hear all the noise going on over there. And the whistles, they're virtually on the same court. So you're hearing a whistle just across the way there, and you're wondering, is this us? What's going on?
And it just gives you pause a second. So the London League, a couple of substitutions. We'll have Pavel Obadowski and William Henderson into the game. And for the Stars, for the first time, it is Timontas Jakubauskas. So it's a 13-6 lead for the London Stars over the London Elite. Milovidov inside. He's been instant impact out there on court.
Huge impact. 6
points for him. Puts the lead down to 5. Visokis. Just over 4 to play. Sidesteps, threes, too much on it. Ball will go out of bounds, and the Elite will get it back, and we'll see Dorian Wolf about to check in. We'll have a timeout first, and then the Stars will make a substitution. But a bit of a run there, Adam, for the Elite after the Stars got out to that big 9-point lead to start with.
Yeah, they made a nice little run there. Now, you know that we always are a sucker for a matchup. I'm already seeing a matchup that I'm really enjoying, Kaz. Litkevicius and Zan there, those two big guys. I was just watching them off the ball, what they were doing, battling in the paint, and they're posting up on each other, they're pushing each other around, they're playing good physical basketball, they're using their size to their advantage, and they are playing to the position that their body's designed for. That's what I like to see.
It's the little matchups as well, isn't it, all throughout the game? Yeah. We had some great ones in the under-16 games earlier, but it's always fun to see how these guys match up. And I also think as well, you know, when we look at kind of the bigger picture, sometimes you see players that are playing against each other and then on national teams or for
they're playing together.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
It's really fun. It's really fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's like a game within the game.
Yeah.
And these two guys, they're sizing each other up already. They're both big physical guys.
Zav Milovidov in his time on court, 6 points and 2 rebounds. And Nedas Litkevicius, 4 points, a rebound and an assist for him, leading the way for the London Stars. So Dorian Wolf checks in for the Stars, had 3 big blocks in yesterday's game against the Thunder. Ball's poked away, Visokis racing down the court, takes it to the hole.
Great control from Visokis there.
And again, after a timeout you've called by head coach Kelvin Facey called that one, you want to see a result like that as Milovidov inside. Stars got a hand on that one as Jakubauskas slows it down. Back out to Marcinkus. Marcinkus thought about the shot, 7 seconds. Ball's tipped, and the London Elite will get it back. And a quick substitution there for the Stars. Leo Codlin back into the game. Sorry, into the game for the first time for the Stars. Because we saw him yesterday, it feels like 5 minutes since we last watched him.
It really does.
And a deep 3, doesn't drop. Stars coming back on the attack. And nice 2 there. Marcinkus dropping it in from the free throw line. Olisanya. Hands off to Bearson. Bearson looking to go inside, just runs into a wall of Stars players. This is a defense that they've been known for this season. Milovidov turning, fighting under the pressure. Double team comes, but Olisanya can't get it to drop at the buzzer. And just as we saw yesterday, Adam, the Stars, they put up that wall in the paint, and you either have to run into it or pass out of it.
Yeah. Great defense there by the Stars.
Working baseline, Wolf kicks it out. And a long three, doesn't drop for Jokubauskas. Ball's tipped, another offensive board though for the Stars. Martinkus, his shot won't go. Ball's loose, and foul's called. Oh, it's an out of bounds call. Let's check. It was a foul, so it was a foul initially, ball was then out of bounds. So fouls called on the Stars. That's the first on Wolf and the second team foul. As we see Martinus Paulauskas in for the Stars in his first minutes of the game. So elite ball from the sideline. It's a 9-point lead for the Stars. As another couple of substitutions for the elite, Kai Thomas and Omer Zadok. Olisanya. Hands off and foul called on the shot. And Kai Thomas, he's going to go to the foul line. 4 rebounds and 3 steals in yesterday's game against the Sussex Storm. He's come through the London Elite Under-14s program. You see a lot of guys, won't you, Adam, that have played together throughout the age groups, and they just build that connection. Yeah,
you build these partnerships, and you know, when you're in a certain age group, you're coming through the ranks together, you know what I mean? So, you know, by the time you get to 16s and 18s, you know each other's game inside out. Sure getting loud in here.
2 of 2 from the line for Thomas. Someone's just made a big shot over on court 2 as the crowd exploded. That game is live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. You can still come down to the National Basketball Performance Centre. Come and watch these games in person. It's very loud, so you might want some earplugs. As Codlin drives inside, draws the whistle. And that's foul number 2 on the elite. So Codlin will go to the line. 8 points in yesterday's semi-final. Well, that's the first foul on Olisanya for the elite. Codlin hits the free throw. And second one bounces out, it's tipped. And we'll see Lloyd Uwadia into the game for the Stars. Can't finish, picks up the ball off the floor, kicks it out. Shots up and bounces off, but chased back down by Paulauskas. Follows his shot. Uwadia taking it to the rack, hanging in the air. He gets the contact. And Uwadia going to go to the foul line. And the Stars have done a really good job there of being able to get to the basket.
Well, this is how tough this game is. Zash has just come to the bench there, holding his lip. He's taking a elbow to the face there. I mean, no doubt this guy will be back on the floor within minutes as well.
He had a mouth guard in as well, so hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Will Harper checks back in along with Kea Burson for the elite. But Uwadja at the foul line. Again, another player coming up through the under-14 London Stars. He was playing in the 3rd and 4th place game last year against the London Legends here at Junior Final Fours. 9 points, 11 rebounds and 2 assists in that one. Moving on up to the under-16s this year. And second one bounces off the rim. Paulauskas is there for the rebound. Swings it out. Uwadja hands it off. Codlin thought about the shot. He's going to take it inside. Paulauskas stops, pops, doesn't drop. And Elite will have the ball. Approaching the final minute of the first quarter. Berson driving and fouls called. And that's going to put the Stars on 4 fouls, so a sideline.
See there, Codlin got a piece of him as he went into the paint.
We see Nilas Veletas and Christoupas Kirikas check in for the Stars, and Coach Colin Facey using his bench well to start with. Just he's got a really deep team to draw from.
Look up at the scoreboard at how many players have scored already on the Elite team.
And shot doesn't drop. Aronis Keturakis in for the Stars. Apologies, not Nilas Veletas. He's not checked in yet. Uwadja out to Codlin. Codlin in the corner. Not that time. Ball goes back with the Elite. 39 seconds in the first quarter. Berson. Berson going to the basket.
Berson did well to get through that trapping. Then I think 3 players from the Stars actually touched the ball before the foul was called.
So Berson at the foul line. That's a Wolf back in for Uwadja. And Berson with the London Elite team at the under-16 level. So they've been playing in EYBL this season. He's been averaging 25.3 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, 4 assists. And he went off, had a 40-point game against Basket Sestri back in December, which gave him a well-deserved spot in the EYBL under-16 Stage 1 All-Star 5. Certainly a player that can score when he wants to. Leads down to 7. 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Paulauskas kicks it out. Shot short inside. Keturakis can't get it to drop. Harper secures it. 7 seconds. Elite need to push the pace here. 5 seconds. Gets it over the line. 3, 2. Out to Harper in the corner. Oh, and that will be waved off just a step out of bounds. The Elite crowd behind us ready to explode. Unfortunate for that one, not just a slight step there in the corner. We've seen that a few times over this weekend.
Yeah, millimetre shoe just out.
It's the Kevin Durant toe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 0.4 seconds on the clock at the moment. Over on court 2, a 23-17 lead for the London Thunder over the Sussex Storm. And in the backcourt, Manchester Mystics 16 to City of Birmingham Rockets 11. They're in the second quarter. Codlin, long pass to Wolf. Wolf, turns and fires. Just didn't have enough time on the clock. That was a great pass into Wolf, though. And so at the end of the first, it's a 7-point lead for the London Stars over London Elite. And a real spread of scoring there when you look around, also on both teams. But for the London Stars, leading the way, it's Oskaras Visokas. He's got 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals already, and an assist. And then for the London Elite, 6 points off the bench for Zan Milovidov. Also got a couple of rebounds as well.
Well, what's interesting, Kaz, is neither team's hit a three-pointer yet. No three-pointers in the first quarter. Some good work going on in the field, though. 57% for the Stars, 44% for Elite. What's interesting is points from turnovers, like you were saying there. 2 for Elite. And 6 for the Stars.
The London Stars yesterday, they hit 9 threes. They caught fire as well, especially towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter. They were just dropping them in.
I think that one of the essential stats in this game, though, is going to be rebounds for sure. I mean, it's going to be physical in there at the moment. The Stars winning that battle 18-11 on the boards, but I think that rebounding is going to be a huge part of this game.
And it's like you said, it's that matchup, Nedas Litkevicius and Zan Milovidov inside for both teams. So teams are coming back out there on the court. London Stars come into this game averaging 80.2 points per game, and the London Elite 80.5. Such thin margins that separate them.
Yeah.
And the Elite as well, they finished 4th in the Western Premier Division. They made it to the final. That's a huge achievement, isn't it, for a 4th place team, considering how tough the competition is.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think a lot of people realise just how big getting to Final Fours is. If you think about the amount of teams in the country all vying for position, you truly are one of the best 4 teams in the country.
Definitely. So back out on court for the second quarter. Pearson gets the ball back outside the three-point line, off the glass, but put back in by Thomas.
Well, we just talked about it there. Rebounding's going to be essential. Thomas coming in with a big rebound and a big second chance points.
3 offensive rebounds and 4 second chance points for the Elite. 8 offensive rebounds for the Stars. They've had 4 second chances as that one doesn't fall, but a whistle called, and that puts Oskaras Visokis at the foul line. Visokis MVP of the Under-16 National Cup game that the Stars won back in January. 22 points, 11 rebounds. He made 4 threes. He's also been playing NBL Division 2 for the London Stars. Had 7 points and 3 rebounds against Ipswich this season. So he's playing up a lot as well and still getting it done.
Yeah.
Visokis on 5 points. That shot spins out, chase down, gets his own rebound now, hustling under the basket. Again, gets another rebound, puts the ball in the basket. Visokis fighting for every single possession.
Hey, you think that we were talking about rebounds and second chance points there. He was doing it all on his own.
He said, guys, you want a perfect example of exactly what you're talking about? Here you go.
He can hear us.
He just does everything out there, and he does all those things that his team need him to do to win. Whatever role he needs to play, he's that kind of player that will do what it takes. And can't get the shot to drop, but Litkevicius chases it down and trapped
wide
in
open
the corner.
Under the basket. Brilla found himself literally on his own on the other side of the key there.
Just not able to get the ball to him because of the swarming defense from the Elite. So inbound from Marcinkus. Marcinkus will get it back to Brilla. Marcinkus. A block there by Milovidov, but a foul is called. So it'll be the first foul on Milovidov, 3rd team foul on Elite. Oh, that wasn't on Milovidov. That was called on Obadowski. So Obadowski picks up his first. free throw doesn't drop. Seconds to come. And no good, but chased down again by Visokis. Another offensive rebound. Up to 7 rebounds in the first half. Marcinkus out to Visokis, baseline, and shot clock will wind down as the Elite force a 24-second violation.
Well, the Elite playing the Stars at their own game there, Kaz. That's something that we've seen the Stars specialise in doing this weekend. The Elite just saying, hey, you want to play that game, we'll do it.
So an 8-point game. Pearson directing traffic. Gonna take it to the basket. We put the burners on there to get going. Marcinkus, Visokis. Marcinkus, back out. You can see the Elite here just getting straight on the Stars players. And it's knocked away by Harper into the hands of Reynolds. Ollie Reynolds coming in for the Elite on that last substitution. Harper to Milovidov. Pearson is going to go again, driving that left-handed lane, kicks it to the corner. Harper's three short. Looked like Dobrila got a hand on that one, just deflected it. And a holding foul called. So it will be Stars ball. Marcinkus, shots too strong. Out to the corner, Narijauskas, time and space for three. Picked up, put back in by Dobrila. That's the spot he was hanging around in yesterday, cleaning up in that corner.
Elite seems to have switched to the zone defense there, and the Stars broke it down on the first time down the floor, so let's see if they go with that.
Olisanya from the elbow, bounces off. Stars are off and running. Marcinkus takes it all the way. And another offensive board for the Stars. They're just crashing the glass at it. Dobrila. And travel called.
How many rebounds are they going to get?
You hear that? I think that the coach is in tune with us as well. You just hear the Elite coach shouting, how many rebounds are we going to let them get?
So 27 rebounds for the Stars.
That many.
To 13 for the Elite, and 15 offensive rebounds.
We called it, Kaz. Rebounding, essential. Second chance points, essential.
Exactly. Oskaras Visokis with 8 of them for the Stars. Pearson.
Oh, nice move.
Passes out. Olisanya, time for three. Doesn't drop. And Bowman inside, trying to grab the rebound.
Luka Viscus absolutely clobbered him there.
We'll see Thorian Wolf back in. Neras Litkavicius takes a seat for the Stars. Dobrila. Visokis lines up the three, off the rim.
Oh, nice
drive
move.
into the basket.
Wow. Bowman with the beautiful fake there.
Everyone jumped out of their shoes then.
Please let us see that one again when we can.
Dobrila leads down to 6 for the Stars. Back to Dobrila. Wolf, three's up. Not that time. A huge board there for Bowman. Great box out, skies in for the rebound. That's what the Elite want to see. Olisanya out to the corner. Harper, three. Won't drop. Wolf grabs the rebound.
Lasagna levitated there even to make the pass. He says this guy's hang time's incredible.
Narejauskis' shot doesn't go. Wolf's there for the putback. He's playing above the rim, as he has been doing all season long. But Thorian Wolf, you've got to watch him on those putbacks. He just gets so high up in the air, positions himself under the basket. It's like he's watching the bounce as well when he goes for those rebounds.
Absolutely. Now during this timeout, there is going to be one word coming from the London Elite coaches. That word is going to be rebounds. Look at the matchup: 29 Elite, just 14. Sorry, 29 to the Stars, just 14 to Elite. You can hear them screaming. How many rebounds are they going to get? It's going to be such an essential part to this game for them. They've got to crash the boards.
They've got to. It's going to be, like you said, it's going to be the difference maker in this game, and we've seen how impactful that has been. 8 second chance points for the London Stars, 2 second chance points for the London Elite. And that's basically the difference in this game, isn't it? It's an 8-point game.
Right. There's so much emphasis put on offense and how many points are scored by certain players and everything like that, but you've got to be looking at these stats like rebounds and second chance points. If we look again, second chance point, in fact it's just updated, 31 to 15 on rebounds, second chance points 10 to 2. Fast break points 10 to 0. These are stats that the coaches will be looking at and saying, guys, we have to react to this. We have to fix this problem now, or the score's going to start creeping out a bit. You always want to keep these games to within 10 points either way if you can.
Yeah,
but then we've seen teams yesterday blow that theory out of the water.
We've had teams come back from 18 down, 16 down. And a lot of time left in this basketball game as Bowman takes it to the rack, draws the foul. That's going to put him on the line. Bowman 2 points, 2 rebounds and an assist. Goes to the stripe to shoot 2. Last season playing for the under-14s London Elite, he was named MVP in their win at under-14s level. 34 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Also named to the All-Star 5 team, which shouldn't surprise anyone with that kind of stat line.
No.
And gets the second free throw to go. Wolf, Lukavicius, Codlin passes inside. That was a great decision there from Codlin. Was about to take the shot, saw there was a better look.
Unselfish play, I love that. Saw that there was a better play, and he went for it.
Harper out to the corner. Olusanya, and gets the roll.
There you go. There you go. He's been waiting.
Olusanya.
He's been unlucky. He's had some really good looks, made some good shots. They just haven't been falling for him yet. So hopefully that'll increase his confidence in shooting.
Marcinkus blocked by the big man inside. Milovidov as Bearson races to the basket, and the lead is down to 4. It's a 2-possession game.
Cool and collected there from Bearson. He knew that there was 3 guys chasing him down, kept his head, beautiful layup.
Milovidov intercepts the ball. A chance for Elite to cut it to a single possession game here. Olusanya tries for 3, it's short. And a substitution for the Stars. Oskaras Visokis checks back in. And Diamantis Jokubauskas heads to the bench. Jokubauskas had 9 points yesterday. And Visokis will drive to the basket, and that again, instant impact for him. That is why he is so integral to this team.
Great footwork inside there.
Bowman against Codlin, dishes off inside to Milovidov. takes the contact and the foul.
Great
He's so
feed.
good at that finish. And the dish, the pass inside before, this teamwork between the elites, great to see.
Again, fundamental basketball. We said it just on the previous play. He saw an opportunity to just make that simple pass into his big guy. Easy bucket, game's within 4.
And you can see the team, the elite there, they're hyped up, they're ready to go.
That's Gaston for sure.
So fouls called on Litkevicius, just his first, and only the second team foul on the Stars, but as it was on the shot, it puts the London Elite at the foul line, and a chance here, they can cut this, they can cut this to a 3-point game with that free throw. If we take a look over on court 2, we have the London Thunder up 3 against the Sussex Storm as they approach half-time. Miles Barry doing what he does. He's got 8 points for the Thunder, along with 2 rebounds. And Martinas Sedlakas off the bench for the Thunder, also dropping in 8 points. And for the Sussex Storm, Josh Davidson, again, having himself another huge game. 14 points and 6 rebounds for him.
We have a scoreline in the back room. It looks like an exciting game between the Manchester Mystics and City of Birmingham Rockets in the 3rd place game. 24-23
It's a close
is the scoreline there. Jim Carnegie, the legend, the Gandalf, the Jedi Master of Manchester basketball. One of my mentors for sure. He, of course, won his 300th title last year, so he's looking to add some more silverware. Congratulations to Jim and his son James and their team, many of which I've coached myself. Great to see them here at Final Fours.
A brilliant job there. Someone also doing a brilliant job out on the court. Milovidov gets the free throw, completes the 3-point play, and it's a 3-point game. Olusanya nearly knocks the ball away, comes up with it on the sideline, ball's knocked out of bounds, call on the floor.
He was getting absolutely smothered there.
You see, he used his really long wingspan there just to knock the ball out as well. He's got that really long reach, so he's just able to get slightly ahead of his opponent, just stretch out.
Yeah. Conley and Lucia Vicious saying, nah, you ain't getting past.
Pearson. Olusanya driving inside, hangs in the air, shot won't drop. Litkevicius secures it. Marcinkus all the way to the basket. What a finish! Over 2 defenders. Pearson intercepted by Visokas. Visokas racing down the court. Foul's called. Be a blocking foul.
Visokas slid from virtually mid-court there into the key. He's okay though. He's a tough guy.
It will be foul number 2 on Daniel Olusanya. And that's going to put the Elite on 5 team fouls. So that will put Visokas at the foul line for 2. As we'll see a substitution. Substitution for the Elite. Henderson checks back in. Did they switch the call on the floor there? They've changed it to an unsportsmanlike, so it'll be 2 shots and possession for the Stars. So Visokas at the line. So unsportsmanlike is called when the foul is, or no attempt to the ball is made. And
Coach right in front of us, giving his version of events to the referees, very dramatically. So
it will be a sideline ball for the Stars. Visokas goes 1 of 2 from the line, takes himself up to 10 points, leading all scorers. Stars ball, leads at 6. Marcinkus round the outside. Wolf goes baseline, runs into traffic, picked away, and foul's called on Wolf as the Elite have the ball. Vincent de Briller checks back in. That's a second on Wolf, so he's going to take a seat. picking up a couple of points and 4 rebounds. Bearson again driving that left-handed lane, and Kea Bearson, he's done a really good job, if I can get my words out, going on that left-hand side, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's been really successful either getting to the foul line or the basket's going in.
Well, that's he's drawing contacts. He's fearless. He's not afraid to go in and take those hits. And he knows that, you know, he's either got the chance to get the 2 points or the 3-point play. So massive respect to him going in against some of these huge Stars defenders.
And a player that was part of the UK 50 showcase last month. He was named team MVP while he was there. A really promising young talent out there. Came through the playoffs against Milton Keynes, had 15 points and 11 rebounds in the playoffs. And then against the Manchester Magic, 24 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists and 5 steals, just as a bit of everything. Marcinkus. Narijauskas has it. It's a 4-point game. Visokis and Bearson steals the ball away. Henderson takes it to the hole.
Well, the crowd wanted the big-time dunk, but this is a final. No taking risks here, Kaz. Just take the easy layup.
Single possession game. And shot from the elbow won't fall. Bearson will control it. Just over 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Harper, ball's out of bounds, last touch Visokis, but you can see there, Visokis on defense, standing, as I've liked to say this weekend, standing in the way.
He's in the way.
Just making it difficult.
He's a brick wall.
Like, so Harper not able to get past him because of his stance there. Elite do get the ball back though. I like that corner 3 shot that we've seen Harper take a few times.
Yeah, that's his spot for sure.
Milovidov.
There you
driving,
go.
great footwork.
You go, big fella. Using his size, using his footwork, extending his whole body, just saying, nah, I'm the biggest guy on the floor. I'm getting to the basket.
Ties the game at 33. 3 doesn't drop. Harper skies in for the rebound. Elite with a chance to take the lead here. Bowman can't get it to drop. Long pass over to Narijauskas, who'll lay it in, and that's something
there it is again. That's that transitional play that we see.
We've not seen that for a while from the Stars.
Ball down the floor, 1 dribble, easy layup.
Bearson. Off the screen for Milovidov, spinning inside, hanging in the air. Scoops the ball in the basket. That couldn't have been more difficult. Tie game, 35 all, 35 seconds to go in the half. Litkavicius hands it off to Marcinkus. Visokis, time for 3. Oh, nothing but net. Drops it in.
The battle for the capital is on.
A big bucket there from Visokis. He's a big-time player, and he will make big-time plays. Bearson, time running down. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Going to take it again, that left-handed lane. Bearson is doing what he wants on that side of the basket.
What a
1
way
second,
to respond.
and that will be...
Oh, nearly.
Close. It was close. So a 1-point game at halftime, 38 to 37 for the London Stars over the London Elite. And over on court 2, it's a 33 to 31 lead for the London Thunder over the Sussex Storm. So we're going to bring Isha in to give us a halftime report on what's going on.
Hi, Adam.
Ish, take a seat. Kaz is giving her voice box a rest for a couple of minutes.
Much deserved.
Yeah. So, tell us what's going on at Bellevue today. What's happening?
Well, Obviously, with the morning, it was really exciting. We had our 16s girls playing, and we had the 3rd and 4th place playoff for the under 14s boys. That was good. It's a good game. I mean, the girls' game was really good. Some people, you might have watched that one. Mystics came out on top. It was really exciting. We had Sheffield in 3rd place and Milton Keynes in 4th, with Richmond taking 2nd. But now, backcourt, or the Kettles we're calling it today.
The Kettle, yeah.
The Kettle we've decided to call it.
I believe Stan, Big Dog Balling Stan, has come up with the name The Kettle for that.
Yeah, he did, and he very much coined the term. So in the backcourt then, the Kettle, we've got the Manchester Mystics under 14s girls playing the Birmingham Rockets for 3rd and 4th place. The result for that one, the Mystics are currently up by 1 point, but they've just started the 3rd quarter. They're a bit further ahead than we are, so yeah, that's happening here. How's this game been?
Well, if that's the Kettle out there, then this is definitely the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
Because, let me tell you, Ish, this is a battle for the City of London. London Stars came out firing in the 1st quarter, and Elite just fought their way back into it. We've got a point game here. We've got some nice matchups. The big guys are going at each other in the paint, playing good, hard, old school, physical basketball. It's what you love to see. And at the moment, I don't know, you just can't call it either way, but plenty going on this afternoon. I believe you're going to be replacing me on the mic for the next game.
Yeah, 18s girls going to be exciting. I mean, it's the Cole Ipswich Classic. We already know it's going to be a good game. There's 2 teams that match up so well.
Yeah.
People should stick around and watch it, to be honest, because it'll be a great matchup. Literally be down to the final whistle. And then the far court, we have the Manchester Mystics playing Nottingham Wildcats for 3rd and 4th place. But currently on the court over there, we've got the London Thunder playing Sussex Storm. The score is currently 33-31 to the London Thunder. So close game, could go either way. It looks like we've got close games all around at the moment, to be honest.
Absolutely. Well, that is the Ish and I half-time report. We're going to give our voices a quick breather just because I'm feeling a bit hoarse already.
Yeah,
Ish, how many steps do you think you've done this weekend?
This weekend? Oh, too many to count,
Too
to be
many.
honest.
Okay, keep it locked in on the Basketball England YouTube channel. We're going to be right back with you in under 7 minutes to see how the battle for the capital, the City of London, finishes up at Junior Final Fours 2025. We'll be right back.
Welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester as we get ready for the second half of the under-16 the under-16 boys game, the London Stars versus the London Elite. The London Stars currently with a 1-point lead over the Elite.
This is going to be a heck of a second half, as it really is. I can't wait for this.
I mean, we've had fantastic games throughout the weekend, and this is just yet another one. The London Elite were down 9 earlier on. They've come back. Sorry, they were down 9 earlier on. Come back, tied the game, and they've kept it really close here. Just a 1-point game as we head into the third. And over on court 2 in the third and fourth place playoff game, it's the London Thunder with again a 1-point lead over the Sussex Storm, 37-36. There's just nothing in it between these teams. And then over in the backcourt, the City of Birmingham Rockets with a 32-24 lead over the Manchester Mystics. Ella Ray Russell, 11 points and 13 rebounds, picking up a double-double for the City of Birmingham Rockets. And for the Manchester Mystics, Adele Tang, 6 points for her and 4 rebounds in the under-14's third and fourth place playoff game. But back out on court, ready for the third quarter for the under-16 boys final.
Here we go.
To start things off, the three doesn't drop there for the Stars. Gives the Elite a chance to take the lead here. Olusanya hit that big three towards the end of the second quarter. Back to Olusanya. Beerson, his three. Won't drop, but Bowman there for the rebound, blocked by the Stars. Visokis thought about the shot. Knocked away. Harper running down the court, puts it in the basket, and the Elite take their first lead of the game, 39-38. Uwadja. Back to Uwadja. Runs into traffic and a jump ball called, and the Elite, they're playing the Stars at their own game, having two guys there that have just dropped back and building that wall.
Oh dear, went straight into the double team there. They literally shut him down. There was nowhere for him to go. Forced the turnover. Good play from Elite.
So Elite ball up one. Olusanya round to the corner. Harper, it's that corner three. It's short. Bowman saves it inbounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Bowman hand off.
Feed.
Milovidov inside is fouled.
There's that little combination again, Zan and Bowman. Bowman goes in there knowing full well that if he gets himself in trouble, if he can just tuck the ball inside to his big guy, he always seems to be in the right position for him, and he was managed to draw contact and head to the foul line.
So Milovidov back at the foul line. Dropped 13 points against Milton Keynes Breakers in the playoffs to get here. First shot bounces off. And second, won't drop. Harper rebounds, can't finish on the putback. But Will Harper has been putting in a shift in today's game, bouncing up in the air. Visokis stepping through, gets the whistle at the other end. It's a jump ball called. We'll see Petru.
Petru just asked us if he could sub into the game. Kaz, we might as well be in the game. We might as well be playing.
Visokis takes it to the rack, and Oskaris Visokis up to 15 points personal. Olusanya to Pearson. Back to Pearson. Stars have a 1-point lead. Olusanya. Back to Pearson. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Olusanya will have to put something up. Spins out. And again, offensive rebound and puts it back in the basket.
Tough work under the basket from Bowman there to get that rebound.
And shot that was waved off, so it was before the basket. So end line ball for the Elite. Long pass into Pearson. Bowman from 3. Won't drop. Wolf in for the rebound. Litkevicius has it. As the Elite pick up full court here. Stars need to get it over the line. They will do.
Wide open under the basket.
And Wolf gets the whistle at the other end.
Ade was on his own up there at the other end of the floor. Just he couldn't believe how much space he had.
So Thorian Wolf shooting 2. Has 2 points and 4 rebounds. And gets a second free throw. It's a 2-point Stars lead. Olusanya finds Harper in the corner. Back out to Olusanya. Pearson lines up a 3 off the back iron. Wolf racing up ahead, but deflection gets the Elite the ball back. Olusanya. Pearson, good ball movement here from the Elite. Bowman going inside, and a foul called.
The Elite doing a really good job of breaking down this zone that the Stars are playing at the moment. Managing to find a way through the defense.
So that's foul number 3 on Uadja.
One.
For the Stars, and puts the Stars on 3 team fouls. Bowman, 3's up, off the rim. Wolf. Uadja in the corner, 3, spins out, back with Uadja, blocked by Bowman. Pearson out to the corner, Harper, and it'll just be a step out of bounds. It's unfortunate that step in the corner, Adam. We've seen that a few times throughout the weekend.
Sometimes momentum just takes you. It's difficult, and you realise how close that the sideline is to the bench on the other court. You're literally right there next to the other game.
You could join the Sussex Storm's huddle if you want to.
You could do.
Bowman with another board for the Elite. He's up to 7. Pearson doubled. Wolf picks up the ball for the Stars. Wolf going to the basket, not that time. And we'll have a whistle on the floor. As the Stars pick up their 4th foul. That's the first on Visokis, but 14 fouls, Adam, with just under 6 minutes to play for the Stars. So if you're the Elite here, you can look to try and take advantage of that. Try and keep driving, draw the fouls, and get some shots at the line.
It's definitely early on in the third to get into the situation there with the fouls there. But what's interesting is we've been talking about rebounds all game. They're just creeping their way back in there. Stars still crashing the boards. They got 41 rebounds, 28, but the spread's closing ever so slightly. I think the Elite have done a really good job of crashing the boards in the last few minutes.
As the ball's knocked out of bounds. Stars getting back. Visokis to inbound. 2-point Stars lead. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Wolf. in off the glass. Dorian Wolf, 5 points personal, extends the lead to 4. Pearson. Reynolds. Bowman drives inside, kicks it out. Pearson's 3. Hits the backhand, an offensive board though for the Elite. And oh, that nearly dropped in. Obadowski
He shot that
behind
over
the basket.
Larry Bird style.
To Briller, to Visokis. Visokis stepping through inside. Not that time as the Elite come back with it. Pearson to the corner, Bowman going baseline. Obadowski has space, but that'll be the step out of bounds on the drive. No, it's a foul called.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Blocking foul calls. That's the 5th on the Stars now. So, as we said, Elite going to be at the foul line for the rest of the quarter.
Bowman's been a real spark for London Elite. He's really putting a shift in. 9 rebounds for him. He's working really hard at both ends of the floor at the moment. I think it's been a real spark for the Elite this game.
It definitely has. We'll see Kai Thomas check back in off the bench as Bowman hits his 4th point of the game. Bowman playing in the CBL final for the London Sharks last year, had 41 points. As the Stars look to answer here, it's a single possession lead. Visokis, step back 3. And ball will go out of bounds. Elite ball, a chance to tie here on this possession. This has just been a back and forth game, all game long. Pearson finds Reynolds. Reynolds is 3, spins out. And the Elite getting some good looks here from 3, aren't they?
They're definitely getting the look. Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting the looks.
That's a good thing.
Because he felt there was contact there. He's looking at the referee saying, he got me, he got me.
But that's the Elite. You see on the replay, sort of standing in the way has become the theme of the weekend. Bowman scoops it up. Oh, it popped out.
How did that entire sequence happen? I don't know how he found his way to the basket there. When the ball pops out, let's have a look there. He takes that long stride.
Oh, that would have been a...
Just didn't get the kind bounce there, but that was spectacular.
So Henderson back into the game. As Leo Bowman takes a well-deserved rest. 4 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. Has put in a shift in his time on the court. Ball's intercepted by Narijauskas, taking it all the way, coast to coast from Narijauskas. Back to a 5-point game. Pearson. Back to Pearson. And Reynolds, tough shot, doesn't get it to fall. And we'll see Oskaras Visokis back in for the Stars. And Zan Milovidov for the Elite. Over on court 2, a 1-point lead for the Thunder over Sussex Storm, 45-44.
In the backcourt, Mystics got it down to a 5-point deficit against the Rockets.
Milovidov gets the rebound over 2 defenders, travels calls. Wolf inside, blocked by Milovidov. Visokis, 3's up, 3's down. Visokis again making those big shots for the Stars when they need him to. Takes the lead back up to 8. Pearson looks to answer. Can't get it to drop. Visokis pulls the rebound down. He's on a double-double.
Big block. Well, Visokis is on his double-double. Cars 15 points, 10 boards, 3 assists. Leading away for the Stars.
Lobodowski with a big rejection for the Elite. As we've got a timeout called. 48-40, the Stars leading over the Elite. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Over on court 2, the Storm have taken the lead, taking a 2-point lead, 47-45 over the London Thunder. So, Adam, it's been a back and forth game here. The Elite have been able to make those runs, tie the game, take the lead. But the Stars just seem like they have an answer for everything that the Elite are throwing at them.
I mean, they're just edging out slightly there. It's 8 points. It means it doesn't mean much at this point in the game, but it's like I said to you before, both coaches will be thinking in their minds, okay, if there is going to be a spread of points, we've got to keep it within 10. And the Elite's still very much in it. Stars have seemed in control for this entire game. They're doing a great job. But the Elite just won't go away. They keep coming back at them.
So teams coming back out on court. And the Stars on those 5 team fouls with still 2:51 to play in the quarter. So Stars ball from the baseline. Marcinkus. Wolf. Visokis in the corner. Visokis takes it to the basket. Up to 20 points personal. And the Elite got an answer here in the third quarter. Olusanya. Handoff inside to Milovidov. Blocked by Visokis. Long pass over. Narijauskas has time to put it in. A great composure there from Arionas Narijauskas.
Guys, I can't believe the composure of these guys. If I knew that these players were coming at me, I'd be terrified.
Olusanya out to Pearson. Corner 3.
Well, that was off the ball that one was called. I saw it happen. I just happened to be looking over it. Milovidov. He virtually sent Dobrila into the next court.
So Stars at ball, that's the second foul on Milovidov. And Pearson comes away with the steal. Well, you see Dobrila there sneaking up behind him, trying to take the ball away.
He was poaching.
Foul on the floor, so Bowman will go to the line for 2. That's foul number 1 on Narijauskas for the Stars. So a chance to cut into this lead here for the Elite. Bowman, another player that's come up through the London Elite program, played EIBL them at the under 13, under 14, under 15 level. Now out here with the under 16 team. And second free throw is good. .11 game for Visokis. And oh, what a shot! Jokubauskas. Friendly rims in the building. Pearson to Olusanya. The Stars have stretched out their lead here in the third quarter. And Wolf swats the ball away. Bowman takes it away at the other end. And Leo Bowman is hustling hard on every possession.
He's proving to be a real nuisance for the Stars. He's done a great job there. He's always hustling away under the basket, keeping himself so busy.
So Bowman goes back to the foul line.
He leads the way for London Elite on the boards with 9 rebounds.
And Bowman, he's drawn 6 fouls from the Stars in his timeout on court. So that's really effective play, isn't it?
The drums get louder and louder.
And second free throw is good for Bowman. Stars. Jakubowskis' shot doesn't go, follows it though, gets his rebound.
Oh, huge rebound under the basket there from DeBrilla. I say rebound, he was playing a little volleyball there.
Pearson against DeBrilla, final minute of the third quarter. Bowman, his 3 doesn't drop. Milovidov with the rebound, Olisanya from the elbow off the front of the rim.
Olisanya's still struggling to get them to drop. He's playing really well, but when they ain't dropping, they ain't dropping. But he's persevering, he's having himself a good game though.
And foul number 3 there on Milovidov. 43.2 seconds left in this quarter, and if you're the Elite, you don't want him to pick up another one too quickly. Visokis goes inside, he picks up the foul. Who was that on? It looked like it was on whoever had dropped back. See what the call is on the floor. Because that puts Visokis at the line. So that was on Bowman, his first. Visokis gets the first free throw to go. And another player that's played EYBL at the under-17 level for the London Stars. Also played for the Baltic Stars at under-14, under-16s level. And 34.9 seconds to go in the third. Pearson, 14-point Stars lead. Pearson out to Henderson. 3 off the back iron. Bowman again with a huge rebound. He's getting so high up in the air. Henderson will try again. That one will go. It's a big bucket for the Elite. Visokis. 2 seconds. Visokis needs to put something up. Won't get time before the end of the clock. Some good D there from the Elite to end that quarter. That 3 could be a little bit of a momentum swing for them there, having cut the lead down to 11 after being down at 14.
That was the first 3-pointer made by London Elite in the game, believe it or not, Kaz. Neither team shooting well from beyond the arc. 3 for 22 from the Stars, 1 from 22 for the Elite. I'm going to be controversial now. I'm going to be controversial and say, I like that. Adam. I like that because it means the game's being played inside as well. I mean, there's a lot of 3-point shots going up, but personally, I prefer to see a higher percentage of 2-point shots. Right now, 51% for the Stars, 45% for Elite. Both.
And that's... It's interesting season. So the points in the paint for the Stars, 38 and 28 for the Elite. And you're right, it is a game that's been played inside.
I like to see it. You know, I was having a conversation earlier on today with one of the true legends of British basketball, and I was having a chat with my good friend John Tresvant, who of course is a superstar in the 90s, and we were talking about how the game of basketball seems to have become positionless. These days. I mean, a lot of guys watching the NBA now, they're seeing guys like Wemby and Kevin Durant that can do pretty much anything, and they're over 7 feet tall. You know, and I just like to see the game being played in its original format, with guys getting thrown around the paint, field goals winning the game, rebounds winning the game. And these teams are both demonstrating those kind of values. Great job from the coaches with the fundamentals that they're teaching these young guys. And as I say that, I keep talking about rebounds, 52 to 40, so deficit just 12 now. The Elite are really working hard to get back in the game on the boards. 11-point game, 1 to go. I think there's still a story in this game, Kaz.
There definitely is. We've seen it. We've said all weekend long. We've seen comebacks from teams. And over on the other court too, it's a tie game and a 3rd and 4th place playoff game between the London Thunder and Sussex Storm. 55 apiece as they are in the 4th quarter. But back out here, Elite trying to chip into this Stars lead, but Visokis, his shot won't drop. And Olusanya has it for the Elite. Pearson. Henderson, running floater, that's a nice finish. Soft touch at the rim. Henderson hit that 3 to end the 3rd. And Visokis said, okay, you want some 3s, I'm gonna drain that. Bowman scoops it up and in.
Bowman again keeping himself really busy. I like this guy. He's all over the place.
10-point game.
Double team comes in right in front of us.
Visokis to the corner. Oh no, he didn't pass. That was a really good fake. Back to Visokis. Wolf. And blocked by Milovidov. And Pearson foul, that'll be on Visokis, that's his 3rd. And a technical foul called. That'll be on London.
Good to take another look at that one, because that happened right in front of the table here.
That's a coach technical, that's on Daniel James for the Elite. So there was a foul called on Visokis, that's his 3rd. So there will be a sideline ball for the Elite, but there will be a technical free throw as a result of the technical foul on the Elite coach. So that's going to be taken by Domas Martinkus for the Stars. Player named to the All-Star 5 at Junior Final Fours at the under-14 level last year. Hits the technical free throw, increases the lead to 11, so we go back to where we were before the technical, and it's Elite ball from the sideline. Olusanya. Pearson driving out to the corner. Bowman. Oh, in off the glass. And Leo Bowman just again coming up big for the Elite. Marcinkus into Wolf. Marijauskas calling for it in the corner. Rolls off the rim. Pearson's pushing the pace here for the Elite. Bowman outside, 3's up and doesn't drop, but Pearson gets the rebound. You see there, Visokis just standing tall, standing his ground. As the Stars get the ball back. And what a finish there, Litkevicius. Pearson out to Olusanya, his 3 off left and can't quite save it in.
Both teams putting up 3s now, and it's still not dropping for him, but the battle inside is good. Bowman is willing this team back into it, working so hard there.
Bowman 11 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. Bullet pass inside.
And it's that guy again, Bowman, interrupting the play there.
Coming up after this game at 2:30, we have the under-18 women's final on the main court here on court 1 between Ipswich and City of London Academy. And over on the court too, it will be the women's 3rd and 4th place playoff game between the Manchester Mystics and Nottingham Wildcats. All those games are live on the Basketball England YouTube channel as Bowman
Unlucky.
calls for the travel.
Unlucky. That's one of those ones where momentum took him, he couldn't help but travel there. He was already in motion going to the floor.
So the Stars will have the ball back. Over 7 minutes to play here in the 4th. Likavicius inside. Marcinkus. 3. Doesn't drop. Again, Bowman with another rebound. That's his 12th. Pearson driving, hangs in the air. Count it, and the foul. Kaya Pearson gonna go to the line. A chance to cut into this lead here. That's foul number 2 on Narijauskas for the Stars, and 2nd team foul for the Stars this quarter.
You just see him come in there, he takes the contact, he hangs, keeps his composure, kisses the glass. Him and Bowman seem to be involved in absolutely everything in the moment for a lead.
And can't get the shot to drop. 10-point game. Likavicius takes himself up to 8 points. Henderson.
Travel.
And travel calls.
Yeah. Once again, momentum was taking him there.
If they were 62, why did they get a point? To 63. Why did the point happen? It's 64 right now.
Likavicius moving the ball around. Marcinkus for 3. That's off, but Wolf's there for the rebound. Right place, right time. Can't put it back in. Fighting for the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch with the Elite.
It's getting very, very physical down there on the floor, Kaz. Bumps and bruises are starting to hurt both teams, you can tell.
The under-16 title on the line. 12-point lead for the Stars. So it'll be an inbound ball, London Stars ball. As looks like the table are just checking something. Checking the score out there is correct on the board. So they'll talk that through. And if you take a look over on the other court, the London Thunder have taken back the lead, 61-57 over the Sussex Storm. A huge game from Miles Barry, 18 points from him, 3 rebounds, 3 assists and 10 steals, a double-double on points and steals.
He's a special player, Miles Barry. He was outstanding yesterday. Sounds like he's been outstanding today. Big, big fan of his.
And for the Sussex Storm, it's been 18 points apiece from Leo Stevens and Josh Davidson. Still around 3.5 minutes to go in that game. Can the Storm cut into it and come back? And then how are we doing on the under-14s 3rd and 4th place game, Adam?
Well, let's take a look. The Rockets from Birmingham, 46. The Manchester Mystics, 38. 4:31 left to go in that game. Looks like an exciting game going on there.
We've got to shout out Ella Ray Russell here. She has got 17 points for the City of Birmingham Rockets, 18 rebounds, 8 rebounds, along with 5 steals.
Oh, that's a stat line.
That is a stat line. Zamira Williams-Gardner, 11 points from her. And then for the Mystics, Adele Tang leading the way, 10 points, 4 rebounds.
Adele, one of my former players. Very exciting young point guard. Flick over and check in on them. And please do believe the hype.
And all these games are being streamed live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Coming up after this game at 2:30, we've got the women's under-18 final between Ipswich and Kohler on this court. On court 2, the Manchester Mystics and Nottingham Wildcats in the 3rd and 4th place game. And then in the back court, it will be the under-14 boys final between the Milton Keynes Breakers and the London Stars.
So the referees are still deep in conversation with the table, Kaz. Have we got any idea what's going on?
I think there was an extra point put on the Stars, the board for the Stars. I think it should have been a 1 point added, not 2, and I think they're just checking that the score's correct.
Okay. You see Coach Kelvin trying to work it out as well.
And it looks like they have, so they have adjusted the scoreboard, so it is 64-53. It's an 11-point lead. I think the last basket with the free throw had been put on as a 2 when it was a 1. So teams back on court. Stars ball. It's in. Oh, a great finish there. Litkavicius takes him up to 10 points. Coming straight out of the stoppage. That's what you want to see if you're head coach Kelvin Facey. Dishes it off to Milovidov and a foul underneath the hoop, and that's going to be on the Stars, their 2nd. And that will also be the 3rd foul on Thorian Wolf. So Zan Milovidov at the foul line. Doesn't get the first one to drop. Milovidov, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks so far. Second's good. And Vincent de Brille checks back in for the Stars. .12-point lead for the Stars. London Thunder over on court 2 with a 4-point lead and 90 seconds to go over the Storm. As the Elite are picking up full court here. Marcinkus. And Henderson called for the blocking foul. That's the first on the Elite this quarter. Marcinkus will inbound for the Stars. Marcinkus around the outside. Looks to pass back out. It's intercepted. Pearson racing to the basket. Too high off the glass. Bowman leaps into the air. Pearson's 3 bounces off. Leo Bowman, can we appreciate how hard this man is working out there?
Bowman took off for that rebound from inside this half of the court, Kaz.
And then jumped into the rafters.
He flew into the paint. This guy.
Sockers against Harper. Out to the corner, Wolf sidestep, stepping through. And whistle on the floor. So just the Elite 2nd team foul. And first on Will Harper. William Henderson takes a seat as we'll see Daniel Olusanya back into the game. Litkavicius inside, Olusanya picks up the loose ball straight away. Pearson has Harper to his left. Spins. Pearson balls loose, picked up by the Stars. Olusanya takes it away. Another offensive rebound for the Elite. What a frantic possession as Harper's triple teamed as he goes inside. De Brille has it. Wolf, Litkavicius up ahead, will throw it down! Then that's Litkavicius rocking the rim for the Stars, getting the crowd on their feet. Bowman, 3 doesn't drop. De Brille has it. Wolf calling for it up ahead. Wolf and takes the contact. Strong finish for Wolf at the basket and the foul's called on the play. I'm not sure how he managed to finish there. There was a hand on the ball. And
What a
Wolf's just
sequence. Well, how many highlights do you want in one sequence, Kaz? Because that had everything.
We had this problem, and I say problem, in the under-16 games, girls game just before. There were so many highlights. We needed to make highlights of the highlights.
Debrilla at one point hiked the ball through his legs like an American football game.
Litkavicius, oh, that's a nice dunk. And Wolf there, that's a really strong finish.
So strong, we'll see that again. Bam!
So a 70-54 lead for the Stars over the Elite. A 14-9 run for them this quarter. They've just been able to stretch it out here a little bit in the last few minutes, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. They've just opened that lead up to 16. I mean, it's not impossible. 4:34 left in this one. We always say that old cliche, it's a game of runs. If Elite can come out and get something going quickly, they can still get it. This game feels closer than the score suggests right now.
Oh, absolutely. And 4:34, like still a lot of time in basketball to come back into this for the Elite. You just need to take it possession by possession, chip into it. We've seen that they can go on runs, so we've seen them be able to cut into this. If Leo Bowman is going to just fly through the air and grab rebounds.
Bowman, for me, has been the spark for this Elite team. He's reached his double-double. He's got 10 points and 13 boards. He's just working so hard out there. What a hustler.
So Dorian Wolf at the foul line for the Stars. Off the bench, 7 points, 8 rebounds for him, along with a steal and a block. And gets the free throw, increases the lead up to 17. Pearson, Harper, corner three, too much on it. Stars ball.
This is where the atmosphere in here gets electric towards the end of the game as games are coming to a close and the crowds are all around the court. You can't stand anywhere.
Visokis. Wolf inside.
Great feed there.
We've got a 4-point game over on court 2 with 4.1 seconds to go. Thunder up 4 over the Storm. Pearson lines up a 3, won't get it to go.
Oh.
Visokis, and picked off by Pearson. Ball's going to go out of bounds though. Last touch will be the Elite, so Stars get it back. Just over 3.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Pass was read by Bowman. We'll take it. It falls
goes
in.
eventually. Who else though? Leo Bowman.
Debrilla. Round to Martinkus. Thought about the 3 going inside. Bowman. And a jump ball is called. Oh, Pearson forcing the jump ball call.
I think we're just going to get another look at that. Pearson kind of pulls him back and says, hey, where are you going? You ain't going in there.
And we've just had the 3rd and 4th place playoff game finish on court 2. It's the London Thunder taking the win over the Sussex Storm. Olusanya. Bowman hanging in the air. Fouls called on the Stars. That's their 4th team foul. Elite will be going to the line, and it will be Leo Bowman shooting 2. Bowman having drawn 7 fouls from the Stars in the game. It's Martinkus' 2nd. 13 rebounds along with 12 points for Bowman.
We just talk about indexes for a second, Kaz. Visokis, 24 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 137 index. Unbelievable numbers for him today.
Had a very, very impressive game. It's Marcinkus for the Stars. Runs into two elite players. Again, jump ball is forced. This time it stays with the Stars. Marcinkus to inbounds. Visokas. Visokas looking for a path to the basket, passes outside. Three, nothing but net. Marcinkus drains it. And an offensive foul called. Doing it on both ends of the floor. Marcinkus with a big defensive stance after just splashing in a three-pointer. Foul there from Olisanya. That's his third. That means the Stars are going to go to the foul line. And it'll be Marcinkus at the line. He's got 12.7 assists, 4 rebounds. And coming up after this game, we've got the Under-18 Women's Final at 2:30 live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. We'll have the Under-18 Women's 3rd and 4th place game, the Manchester Mystics and Nottingham Wildcats. That's over on court 2, and in the backcourt, the Under-14 Boys Final, the Milton Keynes Breakers and the London Stars, tipping off at 2:30. And Marcinkus free throw short. Wolf with the rebound on the floor, but kicks it out. Good save there from Wolf. Oh, will just go through the fingertips, outside. Tried so hard to save that one in.
Kelvin Facey is about to empty his bench. Kazi's bringing in a complete new 5. He thinks they've done enough.
Oh, we got a hockey sub.
Yeah.
So Leo Codlin, Aronas Ketarakis, Kristaps Kirikas, Martinas Paulauskas in alongside Leo. Ooh, ball's on the floor, picked up Olisanya, and Obadowski off the bench, dropping buckets. Harper taking it all the way. Oh, that's a great finish at the rim for Harper.
He wanted to take that all the way to the rack, I feel.
Codlin trying to keep the ball alive. Jokobauskas fighting for it. Obadowski kicks it over to Olisanya. It will go out of bounds, and it's very, very loud in here. As we'll have a timeout called.
Well, it's Coach Facey that actually called that timeout. I think he realised that with the hockey substitution, you've got 5 guys that are a bit cold, and came on, it's a bit scrappy. He's just going to want to spend a couple more moments with them, saying exactly what he wants them to do for this last 1 minute 43 seconds. I think he knows that he can smell victory now.
And we'll have the MVP presentations, the trophy presentations after this game. We'll be bringing you those live. The London Thunder will be picking up their 3rd place medal, and the Sussex Storm finishing in 4th place after that 68-62 victory for the London Thunder just a few minutes ago, finishing over on court 2. And then in the backcourt, game's nearly done over there. The City of Birmingham Rockets 54-43 over the Manchester Mystics in the under-14 girls game. So back out on court, still 1:43 to play here in the under-16 boys final. Teams coming out on court. So Stars ball. Codlin. Jokubauskas thought about the three. Uwadia is looking for it inside. Goes back out to Codlin, who nets the three. Bowman looks to answer for the elite. Can't get it to drop. He's had a fantastic game though. And Henderson, under pressure, fouled on the shot, will put him at the line. William Henderson, he's been playing EYBL for the under-16 London Elite this season, averaging 3 points and a couple of rebounds. Gets the free throw to drop. Takes him up to 10 points off the bench. 15-point Stars lead, ball's tipped. Oh, to Bowman. Oh, can't get it to go.
He's still going at it. Well, if there's one guy that deserved that highlight film, it's Bowman.
Keturakis in the corner, needs to dribble out of it. Paulauskas, his three, high arcing shot. Picked up on the rebound, Nico Sagieren. And underneath the basket will go out of bounds, so the Stars will have it 38.1 seconds away from the under-16 boys title. Codlin behind the back, showing his moves. Goes out of bounds, and another possession here for the elite. Obadowski. Bowman pulls up from three, off the rim. Petru tries to put it back in, it won't go. Uwadia, he's got the ball, he'll put it in the basket. Uwadia with a circus shot, puts him at the foul line.
He's smiling, he knows how difficult that was. He was looking at him here.
Let's see that again, he tips it to himself and then just, that's using the backboard, gets the ball in the basket, really tough move. Uwadia, 5 rebounds since coming off the bench, played just over 7 minutes. Shots off, ball will go out of bounds, and the London Stars will be able to dribble it out here. 9.7 seconds left. And Obadowski, ball's loose, but it will be the London Stars, who are your under-16 boys Junior Final Four 2024-2025 champions. Congratulations to them, a well-deserved victory. They played hard from tip to finish and have just been able to dominate this weekend, haven't they? A big victory for them. They were able to withstand that comeback from the London Elite. Oskaras Visokas has been putting on a show all weekend long. 24 points today, along with 15 rebounds and 7 assists. And alongside him, Domas Marcinkus, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Nedas Litkevicius, 12 points and 7 rebounds. And for the London Elite, they played a fantastic game here. They didn't let up, did they? Kept chipping back into this, able to take that lead in the third, but just not able to counter this Stars attack. They had Leo Bowman just doing everything. We spoke about him all through the game. He had an exceptional game, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, a block, and so much that just won't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, both teams were absolutely outstanding all weekend, Kaz. I mean, it's always sad that there has to be a first and a second place, but, you know, I always say it, it's London Elite, please don't have your heads down. You did an incredible job all weekend. As the London Stars come and give us the fist bump. I love that we're part of the team. This guy in front of us now has been outstanding. I think he might be able to smell MVP. Congratulations to the London Stars, they've worked so hard.
And the London Stars, after winning the Under-16 National Cup, coming back here to Manchester at Junior Final Four, taking the Under-16 boys title. It's a tough thing to do, isn't it, to do the double like that?
Very, very tough indeed. Super tough, as you can see. A smile on the face of Coach Kelvin there, he's coming down the line. A wonderful, wonderful coach, a wonderful person. Excellent, well done. Nice. Excuse us, audience, we're just having a bit of a chat with the winning team there whilst we're live on air. Here's Coach Kelvin.
The London Elite, we will see them back here on this stage. I am sure they do such a good job with their program, bringing players up through the age groups. And as we said all weekend, it's really tough, isn't it? It's really tough when these teams come to the finals and you come up short. But all these players, like, these are names that we're going to remember, and they've been here at the under-14s level, now under-16s. We'll see them at under-18s. There's so much more development for them. It feels really tough, doesn't it? Because at this stage, you've got to go through it sometimes. You've got to come up short, but it's all those things that you kind of use, and it's an experience to take on in your basketball career.
It's all part of the journey, Kaz. And what these guys have got is, now that we are able to stream these games, the incredible quality of the stream by Ralston and his team, those highlights, those clips, those tapes to send over to coaches if they want to go play overseas, it's all right there. They can watch back, they can see how they can improve their games, they can see what they're doing well, they can see where they're at. But I'll tell you where they're at. They're the top 4 teams in the country at the moment, and all of them deserve to be up there. Absolutely brilliant weekend of basketball from these guys. But you know what, these London Stars, wow.
I mean, wow. We're looking down the stat sheet here just to shout out some of the players that have been showing out today. We spoke about Oskaris Visokis, Nedas Litkevicius, those 12 points, 7 rebounds for the Stars. Dorian Wolf off the bench, nearly a double-double, 10 points, 9 rebounds, and a steal. And then looking at the London Elite, Leo Bowman, obviously, he was doing everything, wasn't he?
He was outstanding all game. He worked so hard. He was willing them back into the game, and he did a great job of doing it. Bursting again, he was fantastic to watch. 14
points for him, 4 rebounds, 6 steals as well. His ball pressure coming up, forcing those turnovers. And then Zan Milovidov off the bench, 12 points and 6 rebounds for him. And also, William Henderson dropping in 10 off the bench for the Elite. So teams are coming up to collect their runners-up medals. It will be the 3rd placed London Thunder, just edging out the Sussex Storm just a few minutes ago. 68-62. And while we wait for the London Stars to collect their winners' medals and the MVP presentation, we're going to shortly head down courtside with Isha Nair. She'll be grabbing a word with head coach Kelvin Facey and the MVP. So the London Elite will go and collect their runners-up medals, and
it's just so bittersweet, isn't it? I mean, wow, what a privilege it's been to watch these guys play.
And again, a really hard-fought game from the Elite. They went down early, they came back. They were able to take the lead in the 3rd quarter, but I mean, the Stars, again, just a tough team to come up against. You're in the final. Like you said, you're the top 4 teams in the country.
They're very tough.
And you've just run into a wall.
Yeah, it's kind of what they
times.
It's kind of what they did in the semi-final.
Yes, exactly.
You know, you're playing against an outstanding team like that, and they literally just block you out of the game.
But congratulations to the London Elite. As he said, a great program down there in the south. Doing a great job of bringing players up through the age groups as the London Stars will get ready to pick up their winners' medals. Under 16 junior Final Fours champions, also National Cup winners at the under 16 level in January. A really successful season for them. Don't forget, coming up after this game, in around 15-20 minutes time, we'll have the under-18 women's final between Ipswich and Kohler. On court 1, on court 2, we've got the under-18 women's game in the 3rd and 4th place playoff between the Manchester Mystics and the Nottingham Wildcats. And then in the backcourt, it will be the under-14 boys final, the Milton Keynes Breakers and the London Stars. Rounding out the day at 4:45, the under-18 men's final, Reading Rockets and Sussex Storm here on court 1. And court 2 will see the 3rd and 4th placed under-18 men's game between the Manchester Giants and Manchester Magic. And then in the backcourt, the under-14 girls final between the Richmond Knights and the Milton Keynes Breakers. So as we wait for the presentation of the MVP.
To announce your under 16 boys championship final MVP. With 4 blocks, 3 steals, 7 assists,
And it will be
rebounds and 24 points, the number 9.
Oskaras Visokis, 24 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, doing a bit of everything out there for the London Stars.
Couldn't be anyone else, Kaz.
What a stat line, and you're reading that out.
Yeah.
He is doing it on both ends of the floor. He signs the camera.
He just signs the camera there.
As he takes the golden ball and rocks the rim. Oskaras Visokis, a well-deserved MVP. He was MVP of the National Cup. Now he's under 16 junior Final Fours MVP. What a season he's had, and what a future awaits him in basketball.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
As the Stars. Tomas Martinkus, captain of the team, goes to pick up the winner's plaque. He's going to take it back to the team, and they will celebrate. Congratulations to the London Stars. They are your 2024-2025 under 16 boys junior Final Fours champions. Congratulations to them. They're going to be celebrating all the way back down to London. We're going to head courtside very shortly with Isha. Grab a word with MVP Oskaras Visokis and head coach Kelvin Facey. He needs to watch out. He's going to get drenched again in the locker room.
He better have brought his bathing suit and a spare pair of clothes with him.
You can see some of the highlights there. That was that Dorian Wolf finish. That's man, we've seen some good ones, haven't we? That was so tough.
It's like you said, there was highlights within the highlights within the highlights during that game, Kaz.
There certainly was. So Ipswich and Kohler in the under-18 women's game coming up on court 1. Tip for that will be slightly delayed, due to tip off at 2:30. That's probably going to be in around 15 minutes time or so. As the game's slightly overrunning here. So don't forget, you can catch all the action live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Follow along with all the action, all the social media channels on Basketball England. We've got some great clips, some great highlights. As we've been saying, there's just so many highlights from across this weekend. You won't want to miss a second of the action. We've still got 6 more great games to come for you today. 24 games across the entire weekend, all streamed, all live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. And we'll be heading courtside very shortly. As Isha will be speaking to head coach Kelvin Facey of the London Stars alongside MVP Oskaras Visokas. So, coming up very shortly, the under-18s games coming up on court 1 and court 2. And we're just going to go courtside with Isha, who has MVP Oskaras Visokas. Over to you, Isha.
All right, thank you, Kaz. Yeah, I'm here now courtside with MVP Oskaras Visokas. So, 25 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. How does it feel to take home that golden ball?
I mean, I just did my thing in it. I was just trying to help my team win, and that's all. That's just what it does.
Yeah, so I mean, you also got Finals MVP in the cup as well. So, how does it feel to get that?
I mean, obviously my role in this team is to score, and you know, like I'm the biggest guy, so it was like kind of obvious that I was going to get MVP. Not trying to be cocky, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So obviously as a team, you guys won the National Cup. Yeah. That was obviously great. You celebrated. Came back here and you won it again today. So how does it feel to be able to get the double?
I mean, obviously it's an amazing feeling. Like I think we're like the first London team to do that. Obviously only Manchester's done that before, so yeah, it's a great feeling. Coming back home would be very good.
Yeah. What are the celebrations gonna be like now?
Oh, it's gonna be live because tomorrow's bank holiday as well. So yeah, gonna be up late.
Yeah, don't have too much fun, but yeah, I'll let you go and celebrate now.
Yep.
Yeah, good job on the MVP in the win. Good job.
MVP Oskaras Visokas there, a well-deserved MVP fame, had an absolutely fantastic game. He's had a brilliant season and really excited to see what more is to come from him, still playing at the under-16s level. But for now, Isha has head coach Kelvin Facey. Over to you, Isha.
Thanks, Kaz. Yeah, I'm in our courtside. So, coach, congratulations on the win. How does it feel to take home that playoff finals win?
Thank you very much. It's good to be here again. I have no words, but I'm going to give you 2 lines. Win.
Yeah.
Win. When you teach the sport and you understand what you're doing, you're dealing with children, you want to show them leadership. And the leadership comes from you into them. And if it's this sport, we got to find a way how to get there. So, win.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so you guys have won. I mean, you won the National Cup, like you said. I've spoken to you already this year. You won the Cup and you've won this. So, especially because you won 2, how does it feel to get both of them in the same year?
Awesome. We possibly be the first London team to do that. I am privileged to be among the rest who has been done it before. So, hard work and it pays off. So, great job to both clubs and everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely worked hard for it, but what's the celebration is going to be like now?
I don't know what the guys up store for me, but all I'm saying, we won. We did everything this year that we talk about, based on coming away from the Cup final and then coming to the Final Four. It's just positive vibes, and we got it.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, coach. Congratulations on winning both of them. But yeah, hope you enjoy the celebration.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
Yeah.
There with London Stars winning head coach Kelvin Facey. He's going to have a surprise in the locker room. I hope he's brought his umbrella. His team going to certainly put on a fantastic show for the fans today. So we're going to take a quick break before we start the under-18 women's final. That'll be coming up in around 20 minutes time. That's between Ipswich and Kohler. So Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Make sure to stay tuned for the next games coming up. London Stars 82, London Elite 65. We'll be back with you in around 20 minutes time on the Basketball England YouTube channel.